Hello and welcome to your first piano lesson where you're going to learn all 88 notes on the piano in about 5 minutes. Listen closely and rewatch the video if you have to. But after a week's worth of practice, and that's just 5 minutes a day, you'll have all the notes on the piano covered. This is a full-scale piano and it's got 88 keys. Now the piano that you might have a little bit less, but regardless you can still learn every one of these notes in this video and it's still going to relate to your piano. Because what you might have realised is that there are patterns that repeat over and over again. Let's recognise some of these patterns now. So if we look at the middle of the piano, we've got 2 notes and 3 notes, and that repeats again 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and down the piano as well. And so in reality we only need to learn these 7 white notes and these 5 black notes. We'll get to the black notes in a bit, but let's start with the white ones. And to do that, let's start with a story. Let's imagine the entire piano is a street, and a group of 3 black notes is a house, and a group of 2 black notes is a doghouse. Now, who lives in a doghouse? Well, we've got a dog. That begins with a D. You can see where this is going, and there are multiple dogs on the piano. Next to the doghouse on the left is a cat. Nice and easy. And on the right, weirdly enough, we've got an elephant. Begins with an E, so we've got D for dog, C for cat, E for elephant. And that repeats D, C, E, D, C, E. Anywhere we find 2 black notes, we've got the D, the C, and the E. Now, if we have a look at the house with the 3 black notes, what do you have at the front of the house? Well, you would have a front door right here. So that's at the front of the house, that begins with an F, so therefore it's an F. Now at the back of the house, like we had a front door at the front, we've got a back door, and of course that begins with a B. So we've got a front door, an F, a back door with a B, and who's inside the house? Well, it's Gary or Georgia, right next to the front door, eating an apple, which is either next to Gary or Georgia, or next to the back door. So again, we've already got 4 notes there, front door, back door, Gary or Georgia, and an apple, and that repeats over and over. So believe it or not, we've already learned every single white note on the piano, because if I go down here, it's the same house, it's the same front door, it's an F. Up here, it's an F. Or over here, it's a back door, it's a B. And that repeats over and over and over again. Now, before I teach you how to practice this really quickly and easily, some of you might have recognized that actually, surely this is just the alphabet. You've gone C, D, E, F, G, and then it repeats A, B, C. Why do you need a story? Well, if I wanted to work out this note, the people who learn by the alphabet will need to go like this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's a 7-step process to work out what this is. Whereas if we use the story about the street and the house, well, this is the note here, here's the house, we know there's a front door right here, and Gary's by the front door, or Georgia, and therefore it's only a 3-step process. And this means that you'll learn the notes much faster and get to know them instantly much quicker, as opposed to using the alphabet method. But of course we haven't looked at the black notes yet, and they're really interesting because they change depending on which way you look at them. If I look at the black notes and go right up the piano in that direction and start on a C and go to the black note, I've got a C sharp. If I look at the same black note and go down the piano, I've got a D flat. So this is really important when it comes to learning the notes later on, but for now, understand that every black note has 2 names, and if you read them going up from a white note in that direction, it's going to be a sharp, and if you read it going down that direction from a white note, it's a flat. So it's either, this note here is either a C sharp or a D flat, and this one's either an F sharp or a G flat. So how do we practice this? Well, your key aim here is to not look at the piano. Nice and simply, just shut your eyes, hit a note, and work it out as fast as you can. Funnily enough, I've hit the same thing, so that's a house, there's the front door, and there's Gary or Georgia, so it's a G. Let's do it again. Oh, I almost hit the same note, and so that's a house again, that's the front door, that's an F. I'll do it again. I've hit 2 notes at the same time, why not? Here's the house, there's the back door, begins with a B, and there's a cat because of the kennel here, the dog's there, and the cat's on the left of it. So try this over and over and over again with the white notes, and then start to hit the black notes and see if you can name both, whether it's a sharp or whether it's a flat. And before long, you'll have every single note on the piano sorted. Alright, so we're already at that point, it's time for your practice of the week. And this week, I want you to remind yourself of what the notes are on the piano using this video each and every day. And repeat the process of shutting your eyes, hitting random notes, and naming them as fast as you can. By the end of the week, you won't even need the video to help you. You might not even need the story to work them out. You'll just know what notes are which. Of course, if this video helped you out, give it a like. If you want to catch more of my videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when your next lesson arrives, hit the notification bell. And I'll see you for your next piano lesson.